Good afternoon, everyone. Myself Pavitra Akki. Today I am going to deal on the topic Introduction to Application Software. First, we will learn about what is software and what is hardware. Okay, software is a computer instruction or data. Anything that can be stored electronically is called as software. It means that the instructions or data is going to be stored electrically or electronically is called as software. Okay, then coming to the hardware is one that is tangible and physical part of the computer, such as the storage devices like hard disk, CDs, etc., and mouse, keyboard, CPU, and display devices like monitor, graphics card, sound card, speakers are called as hardware. Then coming to the types of software, the software is divided into four types: system software, application software, open source software, and proprietary to software. Then before going to the types of software, we will first learn about the operating systems. Operating system is an interface between a computer user and computer hardware. It means that it is an interface between a computer user and computer hardware. And OS is a software which performs all the basic tasks like file management, memory management, process management, handling input and output, and controlling peripheral devices such as disk devices and printers. Okay, then coming to the examples of the operating system, some popular operating system include Linux operating system, Windows operating system, VMS operating system 400, AIX, 2 bar operating system, etc. And this operating system performs other important activities such as security, control over system performance, job accounting, error detecting aids, and coordination between other softwares and users. Okay, then coming to the types of OS, OS means operating system. The operating system is divided into five types. Those are batch operating system, time sharing operating system, distributed operating system, network operating system, and real time operating system. Then the real time operating system, there are two types: hard real systems and soft real time systems. Then okay, now study about the software system. Software system include operating system and all the utilities that enable the computer to function. It means that the software system that is going to be include the operating system which we have studied for before, and all the utilities that enable the computer to function. Okay, system software is a term referring to any computer software which manages, controls the hardware so that the application software can be perform a task. Okay, example for the software system are operating systems, computer loader. Okay, sorry, examples for the system softwares are operating systems, compiler, loader, linker, interpreter, etc. Okay, then the system software is examples are operating system. Then we have to study about the operating system. Operating system is one of the software which make a computer to actually work. Okay, then it is a software that enables all the programs we are going to be used. Means like Windows, Linux, like that we are using in our daily use. No, these are going to be software system. The operating system organizes and controls the hardware. This operating system is going to be control the hardware and organizes and controls the hardware. The OS means operating systems acts as an interface between application programs and the machine hardware. Some of the examples for operating systems are Windows, Linux, Unix, and Mac OS, etc. Then coming to the compiler, a compiler is a program that reads a program in one language, the source language and translate into an equivalent programs in another language, the target language. Okay, a compiler means it is one of the programs that read the program which we are going to be given to the computer. It reads the language, the source of language, source of the language. It is going to be translated into an equivalent programs in different languages, the target language. Okay, the source language and target languages are, the source languages are C language, Pascal language, Potan language, C++ language, ADA language. Then the target languages are C language, machine language. Okay, further coming to the loader. A loader is a part of an operating system that is responsible for loading programs into memory, preparing them for execution, and then a loader is the part of an operating system that is responsible for loading program into memory. Means we are going to load the program to the memory of the computer, and it is going to be prepare them in execution and then execute them. Like it executes the programs which we have provided to the computer, and it is going to be execute to the output. The loader is usually a part of an operating system's kernel and usually is loaded at system boot time and stays in memory until the system is rebooted. It is going to be stored or stays in the memory until the systems is rebooted and shut down or power off. Like it only what stays until we are going to be reboot, shut down, or power off. It is not going to be there in a permanent way. Okay, in Unix the loader is handler for a system called execute. Next, coming to the linker. A linker or link editor is a program that takes one or more objects generated by compiler and assembles them into a single executable program. A linker is also called as a link editor. It is also one of the programs that takes one or more objects generated by a compiler and assembles them into a single executable program. Okay, then linkers can take objects from a collection called library. The objects are program modules containing machine's code and information for the linker. The linker takes care of arranging the objects in a program's address space. Then further coming to the interpreter. An interpreter is a computer program that translates and executes instructions written in a computer programming language line by line and unit by unit, etc. It means that an interpreter is also one of the computer program that is going to be translate and execute the instruction which we are going to be provided to the computer and written it in a computer programming language, like in a line by line or unit by unit. An interpreter needs to be able to analyze or praise instructions written in a source language, like we studied before, no, like a source language or source language, targeted language in a compiler. Like that it is going to be analyzed or phrase instruction written in the source language. Example list systems, etc. Then there are some of the examples for types of the system software: Linux, Mac OS, Windows, Prebeard, Solaris, Sun, Cobalt, etc. And here in this picture we are going to be study the see the system software and application software different apps. Okay, then coming to the application software include programs that do real work for users. Okay, some of the examples are payroll systems, inventory control, manage student database, word processor, spreadsheets, database management systems, and some of the application software which we are going to be used in our teaching. teaching process is WPS Office, video recorder, KineMaster, PPT recorder, which we are using now, and Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Office, Word, Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Office, Access, etc. In application software program, we focus on some important examples such as wide such as word processors, etc. The application software is used in productivity like word processing, spreadsheets, presentation, database, personal information manager, personal finance, etc. And in medias like image editing, audio video editing, media management, and home or entertainment like gaming, education, reference, drawings, etc. And this application software is also going to be used in a business like home business, large businesses, and specialized businesses. And these are some of the examples which we seen before, no, like that. These are some of the examples or types of application softwares. Okay, then application software examples we are going to study now. Word processors. Word processing is a tool that help users in creating, editing, and printing documents. This is one of the important which we are going to be used in our teaching profession. It is going to be help the users in creating, editing, and printing the documents. Word processor will normally have the following capabilities built into them. Those are spell checking, standard layouts for normal documents, have some characteristics appear in bold print, italic, or underline. Center lines make text line up on the left side of the paper or right side of the paper, and save the document so it can be used again, and print the document. We will do know while we are doing the PPT, it may take some of the time. That time what we are going to do, we save the PPT, and then we are going to be edit further. And some of the time in when we are doing those in lappy, it is going to be give a red line. It shows that it is a wrong word. Okay, then we are going to be change the word so that it can be corrected. Like that, it is going, the application software like a word processor is going to be help. Example for the word processors are WordPerfect and Microsoft Word. Then application for software example is graphic presentation. The presentation program that make giving presentations and using overheads easier. The other user includes slideshows, repeating computer presentation on a computer monitor, using sound and animation in the slideshows. The most recognized graphic presentation programs are Microsoft PowerPoint and Harvard Graphics. Okay, then further coming to the database management system, it is in short form it is going to be called as DBMS. A DBMS is a software tool that allows multiple users to store, access, and process the data into useful information. It is going to be used in a technological field, like that. In some of the companies, they are going to be tie up with other companies, other foreign companies. Okay, they are going to be use and store and access the processing data into useful information. The database programs are designed for these types of application: membership lists, student lists, grade reports, instructor schedules. All of these have to be maintained so you can find what you need quickly and accurately. The some of the examples for the database management systems of Microsoft Access, DBase, Oracle, etc. The application software next example is spreadsheets. The spreadsheet packages are designed to use numbers and formulas to do calculations which with easy with easy The examples of spreadsheets include budgets, payrolls, grade calculations, address lists, etc. The most commonly used spreadsheet programs are Microsoft Excel and Lotus 1, 1, 2, 3. The in Microsoft Excel, what we are going to be used is, what how we can use is, in schools and all, we will maintain our marks list. These are going to be made in a Microsoft Excel, and some of the calculation which are going to be made in Microsoft Excel through the function formulas. Okay, then coming to the open source software. Open source software, OSS, is computer system software whose source code is available under a license that permits users to use, change, and improve the software, and to redistribute it in a modified or unmodified form. It is often developed in a public, collaborative manner. Well-known open source software products are Linux, Netscape, Apache, etc. Means open source software is an computer software that has a source code available to the general public for use as as is, or with the modifications. This system software is typically does not require a license fee. Means it is not going to be need any license fees like which we are going to be provided, like in the Amazon need some of the money to be a membership. Like that, the open system software has become very popular, and these are open operating system applications for variety of different users, such as office automations, web design, content management, operating system and communications. um, some of the most popular softwares like software packages such as Mozilla Firefox, Linux operating system, and Apache web servers software, etc. The open source software should fulfill the following criteria. Okay, uh, it should be fulfilled following criteria. It is going to be redistributed the software without any restriction, modification, without any restriction. It is going to modify the computer program, then assess the source code and modify the source code, then it is going to be redistribute the modified version of the software. Then coming to the proprietary software. The proprietary software is also called as the non-free software. Is software with restrictions on using, copying, and modifying, and enforced by the proprietor. Okay, then the restrictions on use, modification, and copying is achieved by either legal or technical means, by sometimes both and sometimes both. The proprietary software, it is also called as the non-free software. This software which with the restrictions on using, it has some of the restriction to use and copying and modifying, as enforced by the proprietor. Yeah, it is going to be modified or copied by some of the proprietors. It has restrictions on use, modification, and copying is achieved by either legal, like it needs any legal work, or technical means, and sometimes both. The proponents of proprietary software are Microsoft. Some of the examples for proprietary software are CAD, Norton antiviruses, etc. Then we come to the end. We are going to the see the differences between the open source software versus proprietary software. The open source software, it refers to the software that is developed and tested through open collaborations. Then coming to the proprietary software, it refers to the software that is solely owned by the individual or the organization that developed it. And open source software, anyone with the academic knowledge can access. inspect, modify, and redistribute the source code. But in proprietary software, only the owner or the publisher who holds the legal property rights of the source code can access it. Like it need some of the legal work or the technological work, or in it needs sometimes the both. The project is managed by an open source community of the developers and programs in open source software. Coming to the proprietary software, the project is managed by a closed group of individual or team that developed it. Coming to the open source software, they are not aimed at unskilled users outside of the programming community. They are then proprietary softwares are focused on a limited market of both skilled and unskilled end users. Then coming to the open source software, it provides better flexibility, which means more freedom, which encourages innovation. And the proprietary software is a very limited scope of innovation with the restrictions and all. The examples for the open source softwares are Android, Firebox, LibreOffice, Ubuntu, FreeBSD, Drupal, Genome, etc. And proprietary softwares are Windows, Mac OS, iTunes, Google Earth, Adobe Flash, Adobe Flash players, etc. And it completes my topic. And thank you to Sir Pradeep Lakshati sir for guiding me, and thank you everyone for supporting me to do this topic. Thank you.